rides for teens at Disneyland. So a little bit of a vague ask here, but Kate, what can we advise for this one?
Well, I think that you know your teen best, and not all teens are the same. So I think you have to start there with knowing, some teens love thrill rides and some of them hate them.
Yeah.
Some of them love, maybe the classic Disney stories. So they would love Snow White's Enchanted Wish or Dumbo. Like they would like those ones that you would typically think of maybe like younger kids liking.
Yeah.
But in general, if we're leaning towards like teens who like thrill rides, which I think is kind of the usual one.
Yes.
In Disneyland, I would say Space Mountain, Rise of the Resistance, Smuggler's Run, Big Thunder Mountain Railroad, Indiana Jones, Star Tours, Matterhorn, and also Haunted Mansion, especially Haunted Mansion Holiday. I feel like it's really big with teens.
Yeah, that's
so
a good one.
That's a safe bet. And I will throw in some of them like Pirates and some of them don't. So it depends on your teen. But having a teenager myself, one of my kids just started high school and the other one just started middle school. And so I'm fully into the preteen teen world. It's like I think something they also really love at Disney is free time away from you. Which, it's hard as a parent because you want to have family vacation, but letting them have that freedom to maybe go off on their own to do a couple of things is something that they really love as well. So letting go a little bit and letting them have their freedom to make their own memories and their time, I think, is important at that age. But also, if we're stepping over to California Adventure, I want to mention too, Guardians of the Galaxy, Mission Breakout, Incredicoaster, and also the Radiator Springs Racers, I think are probably like the top teen rides there if you want to go that direction. But truthfully, any of the rides at Disney can be great, I think, for teens, depending on what they're into. So your teen best, but yeah, letting them have a little bit of free time, letting them, maybe they want to get coffee at Starbucks, that might be their thing,
Right.
So whatever it is that your teen loves, give them time to do that, and I think you'll be golden.
Yeah. And I think it all comes back to what Kate and I always suggest for everyone going to any Disney park is you got to make your list of your rides and your priorities, right? And when you're traveling with teens or older kids who have been in the parks and they have opinions, let them voice their opinions and let them add their stuff to your list, even if it's not something you want to go on. That way you as the parent knows, hey, my kid really wants to do Smuggler's Run. We got to make that a priority. That's their top tier ride that they want to do. So having that list that you guys can all collectively add to and work on, and kind of set up everybody's expectations on, yep, these are the ones we're going to make a priority, can be immensely helpful no matter what the age, but especially with teenagers that have those opinions and want to voice them.
And as they get older, you might want to include them more in the planning. Like my middle daughter, who's middle schooler, she really did a great job making our touring plans for this last trip. And she knew everything we were going to do. And she loved that because she's a planner. You might not have a child who's a planner and they would hate that. But, that might be a way to also get them some buy-in on the trip, because especially when they get to be teenage age, they're kind of like, it's a lot of eye rolling and sighing and like, you're making me do this. Yeah. So, if they've gotten to decide some of the things that you're doing, they're more likely to participate in it with you happily versus you being mandatory family fun.
You're dragging them along.
Which is something we say in our family because we're like, nope, this is together time. So good times with teenagers.